With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And Darius. Harlan picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
Now, here's Garland. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Durant wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got the first points up on the board here for the Rockets. Back to Garland. Pass to Allen. Cleveland moving it around. On the wing, Mitchell. Allen outside. Stolen by Thompson. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, Amen, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
Shot clock at 3. Garland. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
There's one thing that you can say about Garland. This man makes plays. Right there, bailing his team out when they needed him.
Van Vliet looking around. And they call an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Now, here's Garland. Jacks up a 3. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Out to KD. Three-pointer. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Now, here's Strus. From downtown, and Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Garland. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The wide open shot from Strus. The Cavaliers with a new 14. With 1 on the clock. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
We could feel that one all the way over here.
This demonstrates leadership. Durant knows his teammates look for him to score and score often.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside ball. Back to Merrill. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Ball no good. Rockets leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
Oh, inflicting some punishment. punishment with the two-hand flush.
And they're going for the throat.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Merrill can't hit. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And the call will... be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
It's his first trip to the line. No good on the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. That one misses. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Rockets. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
RJ, last season, as we know, the Cavs got hit with the injury bug at the worst possible time, right in the playoffs.
Yeah, the worst time possible. Their key players all had injury concerns as the season wore on. But sometimes you just got to play through it in the playoffs.
And so it's Houston with it after Darius Garland missing on that last three-pointer. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
It's good.
When you give Garland these looks, he's going to find ways to capitalize on it, but I love his aggressiveness.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, going back a few years, Donovan Mitchell dealt with a lot of trade speculation. He said you don't realize how stressful it was until you're out of it. Now he says it's great to finally have that sense of peace. I love being in Cleveland, but there's more to be done. Kevin, back over to you.
On a mission for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Cavaliers on D. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hunter. The shot by KD. No good. Here's Mitchell. Here he goes. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now Mitchell, following Durant's three-point attempt.
Look at that grittiness of Mitchell. He hits resistance inside and still gets through it.
So, Richard, let's give him some credit. Jarrett Allen has turned himself into a more complete player, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, he's not just a floor spacer, but he does everything else at an elite level. Very efficient. Doesn't make a ton of mistakes that will beat you.
The Cavaliers trail by 14 with the step back. Pass to Allen. Back to Garland. Spins. Converts after the nice spin. Garland's got 6 points.
This man has a real crafty handle. Garland, I bet he surprises himself sometimes with his moves.
Durant for three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Davison. Beyond the arc. And KD, good for three. Durant's got 22.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 50 left to play in the first half. Inside, here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
There's Garland. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And, G.A., you think about high skill level offensive play. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
KD with the bucket.
Oh, that's too easy for KD. You just can't let him get a look from the corner.
Pass to Mobley. Outside Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Mobley a screen. Holds it up there for Mobley. No good that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.